Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Skool. Excuse me. How are you getting on out there, guys? Well. The news has come in, guys. Granit Xhaka is set for an Arsenal FC summer exit. He's meant to be heading back to Germany. Maybe he'll go back to Switzerland and FC Basel. His brother Tallinn Xhaka plays for FC Basel. That's where Xhaka himself grew up. Of course, he plays for the Swiss national side. At some point, I'm sure he'll end up back in Basel, no doubt. But yeah, it is what it is. Before I get into that, I just want to thank everybody for your continued support. Excuse me, on my channel. All your likes, your subscribes, and your comments. I really appreciate it. Smash the like in this video for me. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Alright guys, old school gunner. And yeah, click on that notifications bell that you get notified every time I upload content. It's really as simple as that. And thank you once again everybody for your support, alright? So yeah, Granit Xhaka, meant to be leaving in the summer. To be honest, I think there's a lot of truth in that. I think, yeah, he had a goal. You know what I mean? He had a goal this season, his last season. He pushed Arsenal star. Let's not overdo things, guys. But he's on the brink of a 20 million transfer. He's in advanced talks to leave Arsenal for Bayer Leverkusen this summer. The Swiss midfielder is expected to sign a 4-year deal with the Bundesliga side after they agreed a deal in the region of 15 to 20 million. That's a good return for a player of his limited ability, I'll be honest with you. I've been supportive of him this season, of the team, of course, as we pushed for the league title. Now the league title is gone. We're not going to win anything this season, and the Premier League title is also gone from us. So we can't do much more about that. It's done. It's over. The title is gone. We get a bit of money for him. We can maybe use that to strengthen a little bit in the summer. He gave his all this season, no doubt. I mean, let's be fair to the man. Xhaka gave everything for the club this season, that we would be champions. In the end, it wasn't enough. We fell short. That's not entirely his fault, to be honest. I mean, the team as a whole capitulated. Saka, very guilty. He bottled it. Odegaard, he bottled it. Ramsdale, he bottled it to a certain extent. But really, it was Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli to a certain extent. Of course, missing Saliba didn't help. But I mean, it's become obvious now that, of course, Xhaka will leave. But Bukayo Saka is not actually a player that can really be a talisman and bring you the league title. We need someone else. He's a good player. He's improved. His game has improved dramatically over the last couple of years, no doubt. He's improved dramatically, yeah. But he's a bit like Raheem Sterling. He's not the player that's going to land you the league title, as Chelsea are finding out with Sterling. He's the same as him. McMahon is gaming him with a comment. If we can get Rice and Caicedo, then yeah, sell him. But no one else will sell him and put Fabio Vieira in the starting team. Please God, no. Please God, no. Anyone but him. Big up to McManus, man. Lads, if you haven't already, check out this man's channels. Yeah, he's got 2 different channels. One channel is for everybody. Well, I suppose both channels are for everybody, really. He has a gaming channel, McManus Gaming, which you see here, and he also has McManus Sense, which of course is also for everybody, I suppose, because the ladies can look at it if they want to buy the fellas something nice, you know. So yeah, he advertises different scents, aftershaves, you know what I mean, eau de toilette, eau de parfum for men. So check out his channels. It's McManus Gaming and McManus Sense. All right, lads, big up. Yeah, like you say, man. I've never been a fan of Granit Xhaka, and this isn't all coming out of the woodwork now because the league is gone. But I've never been a fan of Granit Xhaka. But if we can get some money for him, where's the harm in it? You know what I mean? If we can push on, get some money for him, and move him on, all the better. He gave everything he had in the tank this season, Xhaka, to try to get us the Premier League title. We fell short. That's not just his fault. The team collapsed collectively. The team collapsed completely and collectively in the last couple of games. So it really isn't just his fault, yeah. A lot of players didn't turn up, didn't show up, not just Xhaka. But like I said, he did absolutely everything he could to get us back in there, to make us champions this season. It wasn't meant to be, unfortunately. We all know that now. It just wasn't meant to be. But yeah, with him set to leave the club, he's going to go to Bayer Leverkusen. We get a bit of money for him. We can't really complain. You know what I mean? We cannot complain. McManus, he's been incredible this season, but we've had him for 7 years and only had one good season from him. Yeah, he's a limited player. Like, a friend of mine, he disagrees because he is an FC Basel fan, and Xhaka comes from Basel originally, and his brother Taulant plays for Basel. I've mentioned that before. And I've seen Basel play myself in Basel many, many times when I lived in Switzerland. Champions League and league games, cup games, you name it, I was there. I was at Jokelia. I was at Santiago Park in Basel. The thing is, in Switzerland, they think he's Pele. They regard him as one of the greatest players that ever lived. The Xhaka, you know what I mean? Like, he's something special. You know what I mean? He was good this season, but like you say, 1 out of 7. You know what I mean? He had one good season. What about the other 7? You know what I mean? Rubbish. So we're moving him on. That's for the best. We can't complain. You know what I mean? Happy days, guys. We're going to be getting rid of him. Nice and easy. He made 295 appearances for Arsenal since joining from Borussia Mönchengladbach in 2016. We were the unfortunate club that signed him. The former Arsenal skipper will leave the Emirates in a 15 to 20 million deal to pursue a new challenge. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, meanwhile, reckons the fee will be closer to 13 million. He adds that Xhaka at 30 is close to agreeing on personal terms with Xabi Alonso's side. Xhaka had 1 year remaining on his Arsenal contract, although the Gunners do possess the option to extend it by a year, but they are not planning on exercising this option, instead granting him a desired exit. Xhaka has had arguably his best season as an Arsenal shirt this term. He started 34 of the Gunners' 36 Premier League games, netting 5 goals and assisting a further 7. Still, those statistics are not crazy, you know what I mean? To be honest. But yeah, he has had a good season for us. The Bacchanals gave me no disrespect to Swiss football. It's not the Premier League. No, it's not. But I tell you this, it's a hell of a lot better than the Irish League. Me as an Irish man, trust me, my friend, it's a hell of a lot better than the Irish League. Oh, I had to get that in there, man. The Irish League is God, please God. Anyway, save me from it. Yeah. But big up to the Swiss League, man, and big up to my man Chris Lee over in Switzerland, man. We'll be reunited next year when I move back to Switzerland. So big up yourself, man. I'll be seeing you soon. Yeah, what can I say, lads? Xhaka's going to leave. You know what I mean? It's not the end of the world for us. We can bring in a couple of players, like McManus said. Caicedo, yeah. Once we don't start Fabio Vieira, things will be all right. You know what I mean? It's Paddy Vieira we need as manager. Big up Shamrock Rovers. It's all about Cork City FC, man. Self, I'm a Cork man. Cork City FC. That's what it's all about, by. I think they might get relegated this season, actually, believe it or not. Yeah, and the manager's after leaving halfway through the season, so Cork have their own problems. Hopefully they won't get relegated because they just came back up. Not a big city like Cork, second biggest city in the country, we need a team in the Premier Division. You know what I mean? We need a team in the Irish Premier Division. We can't be messing around in the First Division. We need to be in the Premier Division. You know what I mean? I've heard we're linked to Xavi Simons. Who was that? I never heard of that player. I don't get out much, I'll be honest, guys. I do not get out much. Leverkusen boss Alonso has been linked to the Spurs gig, so he's going to sign Xhaka and then head over to Spurs, is it? Maybe he'll take Xhaka to Spurs with him. That would be interesting. Hopefully not, guys. Hopefully not. But yeah, big up to McManus, man. Thank you for tuning in, yeah. I'm sorry we couldn't catch each other last night when I was on, yeah. Sorry about that, man. I know you got delayed at work and stuff, but yeah. It was a very good stream, yeah. A very positive stream. A popular stream. What can I say? I'll just have to doing up some business cards for my channel, so they should be delivered at the end of the month. I'm waiting till the end of the month, so I was too tight to pay for proper delivery, so just a standard one. But yeah, they should be delivered at the end of the month, and I'm going to have 500 business cards from my channel, so it's going to be good. So I can be a bit more professional. You know what I mean? Mate, I got home and the stream ended. Yeah, I was going to keep it going for a while, and then I pressed the end broadcast button by accident, you know. I had 2 guests, 2 different times on the stream, so not together. And at the end, I had Stapes, formerly of the 3 Pointers TV. And I was just gonna, he just had gone off, and I was just gonna keep on for a while and start talking and continue talking for a while. And I pressed the end podcast by accident, you know. That was basically it. Damn it. When these things happen, huh? How did it go last night? Yeah, a good stream, a positive stream, and I had a lot of views. At the moment, it's 80 plus, 80 and counting. So can't complain, can't complain. Got a lot of traction. I pushed on social media. I contacted lots of different YouTubers, different people, Instagram, a lot of Arsenal Instagram accounts. I contacted them and I let them know I was going live. I pushed. I put the link on Instagram, you know what I mean, for the stream, that people could just come on and join in straight away and watch it. But it was a slow burner. It took a while. I'm also doing a review of the game tonight, the Champions League semi-final. So I'm going to be going on at about 10 p.m. and do a review of that. See if I can gain a little bit of traction for the channel. Let's see what happens. You know what I mean? Try to push a little bit on my channel that I have this time now. I've got 2 days off next week too, so I'm going to do a lot on Sunday and Monday. Nice. Good to see you're going from strength to strength. Yeah, I am, and the channel is growing. But I would like to see it grow a little bit more. I want to hit 1,700 subscribers. I need 5 more. So I don't know if you have a second Gmail account. Like if you have a Gmail account for your, you've probably done that already for me, but if you have a Gmail account for your channel and then a private one, if you could subscribe with both of them, on YouTube, get me 1 extra subscriber or something, that would be good. I need 5 to hit 1,700 and I'm stuck on 1,695. So it's like I'm never going to get there at this point. But yeah, it's all in the mind. At least I monetized it. I actually made it. It's hard to believe sometimes that I got monetized. Big up myself, man. And big up everyone that supported me. But yeah, Xhaka goes to Bayer Leverkusen in Germany. The deal could be worth between 15 and 20 million. Some of the experts think about 13. But their coach is Xabi Alonso. Yeah. Because he played once for Liverpool in the Premier League. But they're saying, would he come over and coach Spurs? Jeez, I doubt he'd be that stupid. I doubt he'd be that silly. But you never know. Stranger things have happened, huh? But he coaching that shore. Jesus, that would be like a death knell. Honestly, like, I mean, coaching them, can't say much. I see League Honours live now, guys, with Ransom Dance. They're giving it the big one. Alright, guys, big up. A new comment. I only have 1 Gmail, sorry, mate. It's cool, don't worry. I'm just thinking of every single thing I can to get those 5 subscribers. That's what I need, yeah. That is what I need. I need those 5. Keep churning out the good content. They'll come. Yeah, they'll come eventually. Yeah, but like I said, I've done a couple of business cards now, so I'm going to be lashing them out. Sometimes I'll go out to the Emirates before a game and I'll hand out a few, to Arsenal fans. All right, but yeah, keep churning out good content. My content's okay. My content's all right. But yeah, Xhaka's going to be quitting the club in the summer, guys. That's the big story coming out. That's the big story coming out of the club, guys, that he's meant to be leaving. He's after telling Mikel Arteta he wants to leave. Like, obviously, it's disappointing. It's disappointing that he's not getting any titles, that we're not going to be champions. And now he's deciding, now was the best time for me to leave. Arsenal plot to get 2 midfield signings. He's reportedly made a decision on future as we're looking at the midfielders. Granit Xhaka has decided to leave the Gunners. Switzerland star to have informed Mikel Arteta of his decision as the Gunners plot deals for 2 midfielders in the upcoming transfer window. Xhaka still has over a year remaining on his contract, and also Bayer Leverkusen are again interested in signing him after failing to lure him in 2022. Yeah, it won't be the end of the world. It won't be the end of the world if he leaves, guys. Let's be honest about it. Yeah. I mean, it won't be the end of the world if he leaves the club. Yeah. Let's be honest about it. We need to strengthen anyway. We need to replace. I mean, he had one good season at the club, and that was this season. One good season at the club, and that was this season. So yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, definitely, if we're going to be bringing in 2 midfielders, he'd have to think about his place in the team, because I mean, he won't be first choice anymore. He's not even first choice now, in my opinion. He's been regularly linked with a move away from the Emirates ever since he was stripped of the captaincy in 2019. He publicly fell out with the supporters, almost joined Hertha Berlin the following January before Arteta convinced him to stay. He had a good season this season, let's be honest. He was for us. Mourinho was Xhaka at Rome in the summer of 2021. That story for me was fabricated. However, he committed his future to Arsenal by signing a new 3-year deal. Reports have recently surfaced that Xhaka could be leaving this summer. That is despite him having the best season of his Arsenal career to date. Yeah, is what it is. Definitely would not be any great loss, guys, if he left the club, let's be honest about it. No need to worry about it, you know what I mean? If we get some more midfielders in and some more players in, it wouldn't be a bad thing at all. A bit of a change in the club and mix things up. It is what it is, But yeah, like McManus said, he had one good season, really, and that was this season, 1-7. And I think that's fair to say, you know what I mean? Nobody can say anything else. He had one good season in 7. I think that's fair to say. But if he leaves, it looks like he'll go to Bayer Leverkusen. Flinty with the comment. Great news. Yeah, I take it you're not a fan of his, yeah? I take it you're not a Granit Xhaka fan. It is what it is. Smash the like in this video off me, man, if you haven't already. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, I take it you're not a Granit Xhaka fan. Great news. It's the funny side of my channel I like when people come on and they make me laugh. Yeah, he's been alright for us, Like McMahon said, I don't want to repeat myself. He had one good season in 7, and I think that's fair to say. And he arrived in the CL. We went out in the first season and haven't been back since. Moving on. Yeah, exactly. That says it all. That says it all. It's fair to say. he hasn't really been doing that for us, and if we're going to buy now 2 midfielders, I think he realises he won't be in the pecking order. He won't be first choice anymore. He had a good season for us this season. I mean, we did okay. Yeah. One good season, he's not a Champions League player. Yeah, that's true. He's just not good enough. Like, I used to live in Switzerland before. Of course, he was captaining the Swiss national side. They think he's Pele in Switzerland. They think he's the greatest player that ever lived. He's far from that, with all due respects to my friends in Switzerland. Yeah. He's far from Pele. But they think he's absolutely excellent. Holding next, please. Yeah, such a poor old Holding though. Yeah, he needs to go too. Yeah, he's not good enough. But he did his best when he was called upon. Man, he was not the reason why we faltered in the league. You know what I mean? But I know what you're saying. We could do better. We could do better than him. But really, the whole team capitulated in the league when Saliba got injured. I mean, the midfield, the attack, the goalkeeper, everyone, and the defence, they just fell to pieces. I mean, Holding actually got stuck in and he tried. But yeah, it would be good, to offload Holding with respect to him. Try to get in a couple of better players. I mean, I was looking at League Owner's channel earlier. Right here, it's time to move on again. But I was looking at the League Owner's channel, and yeah, he said a lot of truths. You know what I mean? A lot of truths about things that have been going on at the club recently, and a lot of players that are going to have to be moved on, but that for some reason in the Premier League, the fans and the management and everyone kind of put up with players that aren't doing well, the coaches that aren't doing well. But in like Spain, where League Owner's living, Barcelona, teams like that, they do not put up with that at all. As soon as things are not going well with the player or the manager, they're gone. Yeah, they don't tolerate it. Yeah? The fans especially do not tolerate it. They just don't tolerate mediocrity, players out of form, things not going well with the team. They're much more outspoken and liberal. And yeah, they get to the point, they don't mince their words in Spain. Whereas over here, in England, in the UK, in London, where I am, things are definitely football-wise a little bit more, we're not as ruthless. Definitely in Spain, they're a bit more ruthless when it comes to moving players on, moving coaches on. And of course, it breeds success. It brings success at the end of the day. If Xhaka goes, I think honestly he's going to end up with FC Basel at some stage. His brother is there. That's where he started football. That's where he grew up, in Basel in Switzerland. They, of course, a very successful team recently. In the not too distant past. Now, of course, there's a couple of other teams in Switzerland that are kind of coming back. Basel are a successful team in Switzerland. And I mean, he could do worse than go back to them. His brother is there already. A steady fixture in the midfield. Could do worse. Really. It is what it is. But yeah. How much money are we willing to get for him? He's 30 years old. They reckon between 15 and 20 million. I think it could be a little bit less than that, but we'll take everything, We'll take anything, you know what I mean? To be honest, for him. He's decided to leave the Gunners. He's informed Mikel Arteta because supposedly we're lining up 2 midfielders to come in. I think one is going to be Declan Rice. Definitely, I think Declan Rice is going to be coming to the club. I have it on good information that one of those players will be Declan Rice. Easy to sell players if you're Real or Barca and bring in who you want. I saw Lee's video, but it's highly contextual, mate. Yeah. Lee doesn't mince his words. The stream just ended. That's basically it. 1,100 likes. The football terrace. Moving on. Alright. But it's unfortunate Putin ready to start World War III. Jesus, hopefully not. it's a bit disappointing what happened to Arsenal definitely recently. I mean, the way we fell apart. Our challenge for the league, now the league title is gone. It's quite disappointing, I'm not going to lie. I hope at some point in my lifetime I will see Arsenal win the league again. That would be nice. But you never know. You never know. You know what I mean? Arsenal Alex, big up. You want a roll? Oh yeah, I'd love a roll. Ham and cheese would be nice, or maybe some. No, I get you, man. I get you. Yeah, I'm on a bit of a roll. Yeah, I'm going on at 10 p.m. again later tonight. I'm making use of these 2 days I have off, and yeah, I'm making use of them. I'm putting a bit of effort into my channel. That's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I could be doing other things on these days off, but of course I'm saving money too by staying at home. But I'm also putting time into my channel. You know what I mean? I'm putting effort into my channel. I just got some business cards done up, so I'll be getting those delivered at the end of the month. So I might go outside the Emirates at some point and hand out some of the business cards, and in work as well when Arsenal fans come by. If you have any other ideas, guys, maybe put them up at a few bars around the stadium, if they would let me. You know what I mean? Just pin it to a notice board or something about my channel. That would be a help. You know what I mean? He's got over a year remaining on his contract at Arsenal, guys. But Leverkusen are again interested in signing him after failing to lure him in 2022. He's been regularly linked with a move away from the Emirates ever since he was stripped of the captaincy in late 2019. He publicly fell out with the supporters that year, almost joined Hertha Berlin the following January 2020, before Arteta convinced him to stay. Mourinho also wanted Xhaka in Roma at the summer of 2021. However, he committed his future to Arsenal by signing a new 3-year deal. Time for him to go, though, I think. Yeah, I think it's the right time for the guy. You know what I mean? Honestly, I do think it's the right time for him to go. I'm still fuming. Yeah, we capitulated completely. Yeah, I mean, people saying about Rob Holding this, that, and the other. He wasn't the reason for it. Let's be honest. The whole team played crap. They were all rubbish. That's how I see things. You know what I mean? Simple as. But yeah, that's how I see it anyway. Am I drinking water? Water. Irish water. Going. Irish water. That's what I'm drinking. It's just a big water bottle. Just keeping hydrated. No, I'm not drinking vodka or whiskey or anything. Not yet, anyway. I was going to do it if Arsenal won the league, but that's not going to happen. You know what I mean? I had a plan actually to get a female Arsenal fan I know, sneak into the stadium with her and yeah, have sex with her in the centre circle. But now we're not winning the league. I don't think that's on the cards at all. Or maybe it is. Who knows? Who knows? Try your luck, guys. Yeah, it is what it is. I just drinking some water, man. Oh, that was a nice stretch, I tell you guys. You can't beat a good stretch. You know what I mean? Pump the guns. Oh, man. Yeah. But if Xhaka leaves, it's probably for the best. I mean, he is going to be out of the pecking order. If Declan Rice is coming, there'll be no space for him at the club. You know what I mean? They're not going to play him over Declan Rice. They play Declan Rice all day long. You know what I mean? Younger, fitter player. Use the guns to smash Arteta. Alex is Arteta out, guys. He's very angry about what happened. Which we all are, yeah. And it was disappointing what happened. It was disappointing what happened. I mean, there has been improvement in the team this season. But yet again, we flattered to deceive. when push comes to shove, at the business end of the season, we fall away. And it is particularly painful because we had a very good chance this season of winning the league. Only on the 1st of April, we were 8 points clear. And after that, we fell apart. It is pretty sad stuff for all Arsenal fans, let's be honest. Let's be honest about it, like, it's tough stuff, you know what I mean? What can you say? It is disappointing for all Arsenal fans, what happened in the league. And now it's over. We don't have a chance. We don't have a chance of winning it. That's quite sad, yeah. Maybe if Everton had got a result against Man City, we'd have a chance, but they played before us. They started at 2 p.m. Arsenal started at 4:30. By the time Arsenal took the field, they knew the result. A resounding 3-0 win for City. It was obvious to them then that the league was gone. That obviously affected them. You know what I mean? They went out there and they played flat, predictable, and Brighton stuffed us. I said we could have won that game, but we had to be on it from day one. From the first whistle, we had to be on it against Brighton because they are a very good team. Otherwise, we were going to get turned over, and that's what happened. You know what I mean? They turned us over. Simple as. So yeah, it's disappointing what happened, you know. Quite disappointing, but it is what it is. You know, we have to accept it. We have to realise it is what it is. Reports have recently surfaced that Xhaka could be leaving this summer. That is despite him having the best season of his Arsenal career to date. Not saying much, to be honest, that he had the best season to date because all the other seasons were crap. Arteta refused to speak about Xhaka's future at his press conference last Friday. But a lot of people are claiming that he has chosen to leave. Xhaka has chosen to leave. Arteta will sanction the player's departure if a suitable offer is made. Xhaka is said to be keen on a return to Germany. His exit would create further space for new signings at Arsenal. Arteta wants to sign both Declan Rice and Moises Caicedo following the club's return to Champions League football. West Ham value Rice at a minimum of 100 million. A lot of money there, guys. A lot of money. 100 million. Which would smash Arsenal's current transfer record with to 72, which is for Pepe. We haven't even used him, ever. We got nothing out of him so far. He never got a proper go in the team. Not a proper one. Meanwhile, Brighton turned down offers of up to 70 million from the Gunners for Caicedo in January, and the player has signed a new contract at the Amex. It is what it is, guys. Mikel Arteta has had a big impact on Granit Xhaka's career. Arsenal are unlikely to get a substantial fee for Xhaka due to his contract situation, him turning 31 later this year. He's made 295 appearances for Arsenal since joining from Borussia Mönchengladbach in 2016. Yeah, we held on to him way too long as well, you know, an average player. This year has been his best return of goals and assists with a combined 12 in the Premier League. Arteta refused to discuss rumours over Xhaka's future but paid tribute to his season so far. Arteta said, as you can understand, I'm not going to be replying to certain stories. I'm extremely happy with Granit. I think he's having an incredible season. Probably the best season he's had at the club. We are really happy to have him. But if the player himself wants to go, then that's it. You know what I mean? Simple as. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap up the stream there. I'll be back at 10 p.m. doing a review of the Inter Milan AC Milan game. I want to thank Arsene Alex for tuning in and his comments. I want to thank Flinty. I want to thank McManus Gaming. Big up to the three of you guys. Thanks for tuning into my stream. I appreciate it. Thanks for your support. Smash the like in this video for me, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And click on that notifications bell that you get notified every time I upload content, alright? I need 5 more subscribers to hit 1,700. So come out and support me, guys. And a pleasure as always. I'll be back at 10 p.m. So see you at 10 p.m, guys, for the Inter Milan AC Milan review. See you all then. Come on, you Gooners. Peace.